Carmelo Hayes, known as the A-Champion, has made significant strides in WWE since his debut. He began his career in the independent circuit showcasing his talent and charisma, which eventually caught the attention of WWE scouts. In 2020, Hayes signed with WWE and was assigned to the NXT brand. He quickly made an impact, debuting in the NXT Breakout Tournament, where he showcased his athleticism and in-ring skills. His performance in the tournament established him as a rising star within the promotion. Hayes continued to gain momentum, forming alliances and rivalries that highlighted his versatility as a performer. He captured the NXT North American Championship, solidifying his status as a top contender in the brand. His reigns were marked by high-profile matches and memorable moments, further endearing him to the NXT audience. His character development and storylines kept him in the spotlight, which made him a key player in NXT's ongoing narrative. Carmelo Hayes, whose real name is Christian Brigham, had an impressive run in NXT from 2021 to 2024. He made his debut on June 1st, 2021, accepting an open challenge from Kushida for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. Kushida, the reigning NXT Cruiserweight Champion, issued an open challenge which was eagerly accepted by the debuting Carmelo Hayes. This set the stage for an exciting encounter. The match started with a display of respect as both competitors shook hands. Hayes showed no signs of nerves despite it being his debut. Kushida, known for his technical prowess, decided to try to control the pace early on with his grappling skills. Hayes, however, matched him move for move, showcasing his own technical abilities. Hayes impressed the audience with his agility and high-flying maneuvers. A standout moment was his springboard clothesline, which caught Kushida off guard. Kushida targeted Hayes' arms, setting up for his signature hoverboard lock. Hayes displayed resilience, managing to escape multiple submission attempts. The match featured several near falls, keeping the audience on the edge of their seats. Hayes came close to victory with a stunning top rope leg drop, but Kushida kicked out just in time. In the closing moments, Kushida managed to lock in the hoverboard lock once again, and despite Hayes' valiant efforts to reach the ropes, he was forced to tap out. Although Hayes didn't win here, his performance was highly impressive, showcasing a mix of technical wrestling, high-flying moves, and resilience, making a strong first impression. Kushida's experience and technical expertise ultimately gave him the edge. His ability to adapt and target Hayes' weaknesses was a key to his victory. This match highlighted Hayes' potential as a future star in NXT. His performance against a seasoned competitor like Kushida set the stage for his subsequent success in the brand. He faced Adam Cole in his second match, reminiscent of the debut of John Cena versus somebody like a Kurt Angle, in the sense of like, you know, this is the new guy with the chip on his shoulder, with all that, no pun intended, with all the ruthless aggression, you know what I mean? And then you got a bit of a seasoned guy over here on one end, and then, you know, they go in the ring and they just make magic. The match began with Adam Cole, a former NXT champion, asserting his dominance. Hayes, however, was determined to prove himself and didn't back down. Cole tried to control the pace, but Hayes countered with his agility and quickness. Hayes impressed the audience with his high-flying maneuvers, including a springboard clothesline that caught Cole off guard. Hayes came close to victory with a stunning top rope leg drop, but Cole kicked out at 2. Cole nailed Hayes with a super kick as he attempted a springboard move. Cole then hits his signature Panama Sunrise to secure the win. Hayes participated in and won the 2021 NXT Breakout Tournament. Hayes faced the towering Josh Briggs in the first round. Despite Briggs' size advantage, Hayes used his speed and agility to outmaneuver him. Hayes secured the win with a top rope leg drop. I'm just gonna stop saying top rope leg drop. I'm gonna call it what it's called. He hit him with the nothing but net. He then advanced to the semifinals. In the semifinals, Hayes took on Duke Hudson. The match was a back-and-forth contest with both competitors showcasing their skills. Hayes managed to counter Hudson's power moves with his quickness and precision. He won the match with nothing but net. The final saw Hayes facing the formidable Odyssey Jones. It was a classic underdog versus powerhouse match. Hayes used his speed and technical prowess here to sort of keep Jones off balance. Despite Jones' strength, Hayes managed to secure the victory with a crucifix pin. And this is pretty much like the beginning of like the rise of Carmelo. On October 12, 2021, Hayes cashed in his breakout tournament contract to win the NXT North American Championship from Isaiah Swerve Scott, who is currently doing amazing in AEW. He became a two-time and the longest combined reigning NXT North American champion. The match began with Isaiah Swerve Scott successfully defending his NXT North American Championship against Santos Escobar in the main event. During the match, Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams came to ringside to help Swerve fend off interference from Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza. After Swerve's victory, Hayes turned on him and cashed in his breakout tournament contract for the title. Hayes hit Swerve with a few moves, including the nothing but net, to secure the pinfall victory and win the NXT North American Championship. This victory marked Hayes' first championship win in NXT, solidifying his status as a rising star. Hayes also unified the NXT Cruiserweight Championship with the NXT North American Championship, becoming the final NXT Cruiserweight Champion. The match began with both champions, Carmelo Hayes, NXT North American Champion, and Roderick Strong, NXT Cruiserweight Champion, squaring off in a highly anticipated unification. Both competitors showcased their technical wrestling skills, with Strong focusing on his grappling and submission techniques, while Hayes impressed the audience with his aerial moves, including a springboard clothesline and the nothing but net. In the closing moments, Hayes hit nothing but net to secure the pinfall victory, and Hayes' victory marked the unification of the NXT North American Championship and the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. Hayes' performance in the match showcased his versatility and determination, and this brings me to when he won the NXT Championship by defeating Braun Breaker at NXT Stand and Deliver 2023. The match began with both competitors receiving strong reactions from the crowd. Braun Breaker, the reigning NXT champion, was determined to retain his title, while Carmelo Hayes, accompanied by Trick Williams, was focusing on capturing the title. Breaker used his power and strength to dominate the early parts of the match. Hayes, however, countered with his agility and quickness, managing to stay in the fight. The match featured several high-impact moves from both wrestlers. Breaker showcased his power with suplexes and slams, while Hayes impressed with his high-flying maneuvers, including a springboard clothesline and a top rope with a springboard clothesline and a nothing but net. Oh yeah, and if you didn't know, Hayes won with a nothing but net. Hayes and Trick Williams had this, at the beginning, had this sort of like heel duo thing going on, and as time went on, the fans grew to love them both. I'm gonna do a video on their friendship and their rivalry in another video, but they quickly became a dominant force in NXT. They were so over. But just a quick rundown of the betrayal for this video. After Ilya Dragunov successfully defended his NXT championship against Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes shockingly betrayed his friend. Hayes attacked Williams with a steel chair, targeting his knee and leaving him incapacitated. This betrayal marked the end of the Trick Mello gang and set the stage for a heated feud between the former allies. On an episode of NXT, Hayes outsmarted Williams by ambushing him with the help of his henchmen. This attack left Williams unconscious and further intensified their rivalry. Hayes took to social media to brag about his actions, stating, "It's chess, not checkers." The feud culminated in a high-stakes match at NXT Stand and Deliver 2024, where Hayes and Williams faced off in a brutal encounter. This match was filled with intense action and personal animosity, showcasing the depth of their rivalry. The feud allowed both Hayes and Williams to develop their characters further. Hayes embraced his role as a cunning heel, while Williams gained sympathy from the audience as a betrayed friend seeking revenge. In 2024, Carmelo Hayes became the first ever NXT superstar to be drafted by SmackDown in the first round. In his first match on SmackDown, ironically, was the WWE champion Cody Rhodes. The match began with Rhodes using his experience and ring awareness to control the early parts of the match, while Hayes countered with his agility and quickness. During the match, though, both Rhodes and Hayes attempted a springboard move simultaneously, but the timing was a bit off, and it caused them both to crash to the mat. But despite that, I think the match was still pretty good. In the closing moments, Cody Rhodes hit his crossroads finisher to secure the pinfall. I don't think anybody was really expecting Carmelo to get the win there. I think this was just a kind of a moment to put him on the map to show people like, hey, this is a new star coming up. This is Carmelo Hayes. You know what I mean? Carmelo Hayes' time in NXT was marked by significant achievement, and it established him as a top talent